Alrighty, what's up, everybody? My peeps, how's it going, you sexy bitches? Peter Joseph here for a Tuesday evening, getting close to Tuesday night video right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, please like the video, hit that subscribe button down there, you know where it is, in the description box below, on this channel and my other channels as well. Show your love and support, and don't forget to share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media if you dare, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because if you do, well, we all know what happens. You are SOL, and you know what that means. That's it. You missed it, you missed it. And I can't help you there. So, you lose. And that's it. And we move on with that. And if this is your first time watching, and just floating around YouTube, you see my gorgeous, sexy face. Well, hi there. And if you like what you see, you want more, then hit that like button, hit the subscribe button on this channel, my other channels as well, like I said. And please, hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss anything else. Because if you do, you're going to have to go back a couple of videos to catch up. So, and that's all I got to say about that. And like I said, if you're new, welcome to the party, pal! We hope you enjoy the ride, and if not, get out of here! But you want to stay? Then sit back, relax, grab a cold one. Whatever you got. Whatever time you watch this, don't do it at work, because if you grab a cold one, it might not be the cold one you want. But if you're at work watching me, then please drink water or drink soda or juice. Don't drink a beer, because you'll be fired. Unless you work from home, then you can do that. But if you're working in an establishment, yeah, drink a Coke, drink Pepsi, or drink something, water, whatever it may be. But don't drink when you're on the job, because that would be bad. And we don't want that. Oh, Peter, you told us to drink a cold one. I drank a beer, and I was watching on my break. Well, yeah, if you're on your break, yeah, okay, that's fine. But don't do it when you're actually working. Come on, be smart. Don't be stupid like half these people on YouTube. But it is what it is. But whenever you watch my video, whether it be the morning, noon, or overnight, drink responsibly. And know when to say when. Message from Anheuser-Busch. No, I'm kidding. But it is what it is. And that's that. But thank you for the support. Leave a comment if you wish. But if you leave stupid comments, you get out of here. You go bye-bye. And you're going to get blocked. And if you don't like that, then I'm just going to be like Jack Perry. Cry me a river, bitch. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Cry me a river. I ain't helping you. Go fuck yourself. That's that. Alright, enough about that. Boo! Funky! Let's get to the meat and potatoes of the video. As the title below says, on this Tuesday evening, getting close to Tuesday night, the sun's about to go down pretty soon. In the next, I would say the next half hour or so. Getting close to 8 o'clock when it gets dark. So, we got that. On this beautiful, getting a little bit chilly, 66 degrees here in the Northeast, on this Tuesday evening, April the 16th, 2024. Hope you did your taxes. You guys got 2 extra days left. Really, it was supposed to be the 15th, but they give you an extension to the 18th, which I think is ridiculously dumb, but okay, whatever. But hopefully you paid your taxes. And if not, see you in jail. Pretty much that's it. But hopefully all you did your taxes, and for some of you, I hope you get a good refund. And if not, well, too bad. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so I hope everybody had a great Tuesday. I had a pretty good Tuesday. Did what I had to do, and I went to get my back I had to go get an MRI on my back, which wasn't fun, but laying down on your back, going through the tube for 15 goddamn minutes. feels like you're in the hyperbolic chamber because you can't look, you're like this, like, you can't move for 15 goddamn minutes. God forbid you have an itch. In a not so good place or around your nose area, you're like, fuck. Like, well, you're fucked if you get an itch in your nose and your ear, your head. We're down there. But it is what it is. But I got my back MRI today, and see how it goes. See how it is by the weekend or by early next week. So hopefully, it shows something less than what my X-ray showed, which wasn't good. So, but I'm getting old, and I'm, my body's breaking down, damn it. So, so wanted to get my back checked out, and hopefully from after this week, next time I go see my my physical therapist, which will probably be next week when I see her, and give her the results and everything. We can go from there on how to treat it, because my back is shot right now, and I've been waking up every fucking day with back pain. I don't know, it's my mattress, it's the bed frame, I don't know what it is. Bed box spring, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just drinking too much of this shit. I don't know, but I'm trying to work it out so I can be healthy as we go into the summer and getting into the fall of this year, and hopefully be healthy for the next 50 years of my life, or how many years I have left. But that's that. So I've been getting back into DDP yoga, because it ain't your mama's yoga, and I'm trying to eat a little bit healthy, not eat so much pizza and junk food, but that's the way I am. But but eventually I'm gonna get into a better I'm gonna get a better diet plan, and I'm gonna try to stick to that, and hopefully everything will work out by the summertime. But we'll see what happens with that. So prayers are always encouraged, and we move on with that. If you think otherwise, well, fuck you, man. Because if it happens to you, I will laugh too. That's pretty much it. Alright, enough about that. Alright, we got NXT coming up in about a half hour from now. It should be a good show. It's going to start off with Dominic Dijak against Noam Dar of Meta-Four. So you know what that means. Oro Menza and the beautiful Ebony Hotties. Oh, yes! Jakarta Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. And the beautiful Lash Legend, Chick Gun. Oh. The two Oreo hotties, and I like to be like the cream in that Oreo sandwich, if you know what I mean. Oh, they're going to be out there tonight, as we'll see what happens with Dijak and Noam Dar. But the big one, the Rage in the Cage, a rematch from Stand and Deliver, Carmelo Hayes, him, and Trick Willie Shimon. Whoop that Trick. Well, hopefully, I think Trick is going to whoop Melo inside that cage. And if he wins, then he faces Ilya Dragunov next week at Spring Break-In, Night 1. I think it might be on Night 1 or Night 2, because it's 2 weeks, so we'll see what happens with that. But I'm thinking it might be another triple threat match. I have this feeling. I just do. But hopefully Trick gets the win, and he builds that momentum into next week or the following week when he faces Ilya Dragunov in their third match for the NXT World Title. And if Trick loses, bye-bye, you're out of here, you're gone from NXT. But if he wins, he becomes the new NXT World Heavyweight Champion, and I think he will be. And Ilya's going to go to Raw or SmackDown, and Melo will probably be gone too, because I think Melo has been on the SmackDown roster, but I don't think it's official that he's actually on the roster. So, but we'll see what happens next Friday night at the WWE 2024 Draft, which concludes on April the 29th on Monday Night Raw. So we got that. So Raw, SmackDown, and NXT will be involved, and people from Raw and SmackDown can go to NXT. That's a kind of demotion, but it is what it is. I think people like the Final Testament we saw last week, they're going to be most likely in NXT. The Ults of Pain and Killer Kross and Scarlett, they'll be in NXT again. I think the Ults of Pain will win back the tag team belts. Killer Kross might beat Trick to become the world champion by the summertime. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Alright, but we'll get there when we get to the draft. And the supplemental draft, too. We'll talk about that at the end of this month. But right now, hope you're sitting down. Hope you got a cold beverage. But like I said, we got NXT coming up in about a half hour from now. So get ready for that. And I will be doing my NXT review later tonight over on my Peter Joseph channel. So you're 2 for Tuesday. You gotta love it. Coming your way later on. I meant to do this video last night, but I fell asleep. I had a long day yesterday. I had a long day today. And, we'll see what happens, later on tonight. But stay tuned. And when you get that notification of my NXT review going up, whether it be tonight or tomorrow, then you get it. So you know when it goes up. That's it. Alright, so I will shut up now. So, ladies and gentlemen, on this Tuesday night, it is time for your late and out-of-date WWE Monday Night. Oh, I'm sorry. Raw review for last night, April the 15th, 2024. We are north of the border, ladies and gentlemen. We are in that shithole country of Canada and that shithole city of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, at the Bell Center, or essentially Les Belles, I guess. I don't know how you say it in French, but we're in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Sami Zayn's homecoming, my friends. And we're going to see him in the main event, defending the Intercontinental title against Chad Gable. Sheesh! Thank you! So we got that. So that should be an interesting little match there. We're going to hear from Cody! MDK Cody! You bitch! We're going to hear from the champ. We're also going to see the other champ, the real champ, and that's Papi Priest. See what he has to say, as he's going on to face Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight title. And we got that and much more on your 3-hour cure for insomnia, that is Monday Night Raw. Alright, so as always, we have our commentary team of Mitchell Cole, the GOAT of the modern era, and another GOAT in his own way, and that's Pat McAfee. Alright, so we have overcome WrestleMania. We're on the road to Backlash, and we're going over to France in a couple weeks. So, get ready for that. But we've got some obstacles to get over, which is the draft. And we'll get to France in a few weeks. Alright, so we start the show off with some people coming to the arena. Blah, blah, blah. We don't care about that. And then we start off properly with Mommy! It's Mommy Rhea Ripley, and as always, her epic fucking theme by one of my favorite metal bands, Motionless in White. My brutality! Yeah. Blah. Yeah, we got that. Alright, so Mommy Rhea Ripley comes out, and, doesn't come out like she usually does. She comes out somber, and we see her arm in a sling, and we heard all the rumors yesterday on Ringside News, the Bible Roll, Wrestling Talk, that she might be vacating the World Women's Championship. But we'll see what happens, if she does or doesn't. But she comes out with her arm in a sling, kind of selling the beat down that she got from Liv Morgan last week after Liv threw a chair and then beat her up in the back. And that's how Liv got hurt. Rhea got hurt. We got that. So anyway, so she gets to the ring. We see Adam Pearce. So you know that the belt's probably going to be vacated. So anyway, she pissed off, gets right to the point. She says, I'm going to be out a few months, 3 to 5 months. That's what they're saying, because she has an AC joint injury. It's going to take 4 to 6 months, 4 to 6 weeks to get back her mobility, but then 3 to 6 months of recovery. So that sucks. So Rhea could be back by SummerSlam or by September or October, whatever pay-per-view is coming up by then. Hopefully she's back by either SummerSlam or Bash in Berlin in the end of August. But we'll see what happens with that. But so Rhea's going for a little bit of surgery, but it's gonna take a little while to get her mobility back, and then recovery time is about 3 to 5 months. So by September or early October, she'll be back. Hopefully sooner than later. But the look on her face, she was pissed. 380-day reign. Bye-bye, so long, farewell, due to these things happen. You hate to see injuries during a long, historic reign, and that's what Rhea Ripley had. She was getting really close to getting near Nikki Bella territory with longest reign as women's champion. But sadly, thanks to Liv Morgan, oh, by the way, you're welcome, Liv, Rhea had to give up the belt. So she blames the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour and promises, when I come back, you're gonna have to put me in Montreal jail to avoid killing this bitch. Ooh, mommy's pissed. And speaking of Liv Morgan, the crazy girl, the wild woman from Tokyo, no, not from Tokyo, but there's some wild women from Tokyo, you know what I mean, right? Asuka, Io, Kairi? You know what they are? Wild women from Tokyo! Okay. Sorry about that. I'm sorry I blew your speakers out with my great voice. My great singing voice. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing karaoke in a couple weeks. Just get ready for that! During Backlash weekend. That's a hint, by the way. So we'll see what happens with that. But we'll move on. And yes, I'm going to a bar to watch, not watch Backlash, I'm going to be watching Collision, so. And maybe the NHL and NBA playoffs that weekend. By the way, speaking of that, how about those Rangers? New York Rangers, baby, 55 wins on the season, record 114 points. Number 1 in the East, the President's Trophy. They haven't had that in a long time. 94 maybe. 30 years ago. So, right now, the Rangers are sitting pretty. Got home ice throughout the playoffs. And, Rangers are waiting to see who they face between 4 teams. Philadelphia Flyers, the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Detroit sucky-ass Red Wings, and the Washington Capitals. Oh, Justin Abari, we're gonna have fun if you get there. I love you, but not like that, but But Justin Lamar's a Washington Capitals fan, so me and you, the Washington Capitals get to the playoffs because they have one game left. I think it's tonight. If Washington wins and everybody else loses, I think Washington gets the second wild card spot, meaning the 8th seed. So. And probably, might have a good series with the Rangers, or any team could probably. I think the Capitals will have a great series with the Rangers. Probably go 6. Detroit, I'd say maybe 5, maybe 6. 5, maybe 6 at most. Penguins, I'd say 5. Flyers, that might be 6, not 7. I don't think the Rangers will go to a 7-game series in the first round. Maybe the second round. Second or third round, but we'll see if they get there. Hopefully they don't have the President's Cup trophy cursed like the Boston Bruins had last year. Remember that one? Boston, you fucking bitches. Best record in the league, most points in the league. And what happened? Lost in 7 to the Florida Panthers, who went to the Stanley Cup and almost won. I think they did win. Well, who cares if they won or not? But at least they got there. Did you? No. The Rangers didn't either. I know they didn't. They clonked out in the second round. What are you going to do? But this team is a monster fucking team this year. Igor is standing on his fucking head. We got that beast of a fucking fighter. It feels like the bigger version of Bookaboom. We all remember Bookaboom. Some of you Ranger fans do. Bookaboom. Kind of feels like Ty Domi version 2, but, you know. I think Bookaboom is way better than Ty Domi. Just saying. Just saying. But this guy, Rampy. Rompe, dig it now, Rompe. Okay, I'm singing Bad Bunny. Or Daddy Yankee, sorry. But that guy, he's a big boy. Not that big boy, but he's a big son of a bitch, and he will knock you the fuck out. That's the guy I want on my team. Give me one of those freaking enforcers and beat the fuck out of people like Trouba. Trouba! And then Artemi Panarin just going berserk. 48 goals. Ooh. Kreiderman. You know, Kreiderman does what other Kreidermans do. Scoring goals at will. Mika. Not Micah, it's Mika. Mika Zibanejad going nuts. I mean, the whole team is going completely berserk. This is the team. It feels like a 94 team. When they had, like, the Messiah, Mark Messier, Brian Leetch, Adam Graves, Bookaboom, you know, all these, Mike Richter, probably the best goalie they ever has, next to, Mr. John Van Beesbrook and the King, Henrik Lundqvist. I mean, Igor's great, but not as great as Lundqvist and Richter were, and even Van Beesbrook back in the day, and John But he's good. But sometimes he lays some stinkers. Hopefully, in the playoffs, he does not leave some stinkers in that fucking arena. And yes, I am going on Saturday. So I won't be live tweeting Saturday. I might be live tweeting a little bit Saturday, in between the periods, of course. But most of the time, I will be at the Garden, the Mecca, watching Game 1 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals between the Rangers and somebody. And I will be there. Can't wait for that. And I'm not showing you the tickets. Take my word for it. Whether you believe me or not, I will be there. And you're not! Eat it. And that's it. Alright, so let's get back to wrestling. Another great sport. Alright, so Liv Morgan comes out, and like six security guards come out, and 3 of them had to hold back Liv, and 3 have to hold back Mommy Rhea Ripley, and some guy named Hank Lester, I think the guy, it's from what I heard from Pat McAfee, I think that one of the security guards' name was Hank Lester, or some shit like that. He gets knocked the fuck out by Mommy Rhea Ripley's headbutt. Bye, get out of here. So that's it, so sucks that Mommy had to give up the belt due to a freak injury. And, Liv's all happy about it later on. Like, oh, I'm happy. You mean bitch. But it is what it is. Alright, so I gave the first segment 3 out of 5 stars. Then, after the break, we see Mommy in the back without the belt. Her arm's still in a sling. Feels like she lost her puppy, where she got dumped by Buddy Murphy. And by the way, the people on Twitter thinking that Mommy's pregnant, I seriously doubt that. Everybody's like, oh, she got injured, she's going away for 6 to 9 months, goes to the condom ripped. I'm like, really? I mean, seriously, you marks are fucking delusional. Stop it, get some help. Seriously. Like, seriously. If Mommy was pregnant, she would have said it on TV or kept it secret. And God bless you there, Buddy Murphy. But it should have been me. Just saying. Let me move on. Alright, so anyway, Mommy goes up to the guys in the Judgment Day. Poppy Priest, the champion. JD McDumbfuck. Finn Balor, who takes on Jey Uso later on, and Dominic Guerrero ese. Maybe it's Dom's kid. God forbid Rhea Ripley ever got pregnant. It'd be Dom's kid. Speaking of Dom's kid, and the great man that this guy is, Rey Mysterio said in an interview about his custody match with my good friend Eddie Guerrero ese back in 2006. You remember that, Eddie, right? Oh, that was a great match. That son of a bitch pendejo, he stole Dominic from me. I'm his real papi ese perro. I know. But you know what Ray said, that pendejo said, Ray? He said that he would have not even done the match, he would have gave Dom to you anyway. Well, why did he say that 19 years ago? Oh, sorry, 18. Whatever. So yeah, Rey Mysterio wouldn't have done the custody of Dom ladder match. We just gave Eddie Guerrero the rights to Dom. So, I mean, it's just weird how that came full circle. Weird, but okay. We all know Dominic is the son of my good friend Eddie Guerrero, I say. Because he knows what he did with Angie. I laid that, but no, easy. I digress. I'm being sarcastic, but it is what it is. You don't like it? Too bad. Alright, so we get that. They all hug and, sing Kumbaya. And Poppy Priest tells Mommy to come back and make Liv Morgan regret putting her on the shelf. Oh, she is going to come back with a vengeance. So Liv Morgan might win the belt because they're going to have they're going to crown the new champion next week. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a 3-hour tournament, how it's going to play out, but somebody's going to be the new champion by the end of Raw next Monday night. Who is it going to be? Probably Liv Morgan. Probably. It might be Nia Jax, I hope not, but I think it's going to be Liv Morgan, and Liv's going to hold it until probably SummerSlam or whenever Rhea Ripley comes back, and Rhea's going to come back as a face. Which, it's okay, but I'd rather her come back as a heel. Because her heel persona, Mommy, is just amazing. It's like when Roman comes back, he's coming back as a face. Would you like him to come back as a face or a heel? I like him to come back as a tribal chief. It's not heel, The tribal chief being a face. Let's see what happens with that. Alright, so we move on. So hopefully Mommy comes back sooner than later. And that's it. Alright, we're going to paraphrase. We got 10 minutes to NXT. Let me just shut my DVR for a second. Okay, hold on. Hold on, Sonny. Let me just get my DVR ready. Well, actually, it is ready. I gotta turn it off. I gotta put on the Chanel. Alright, got it. We're good. Alright, 10 minutes away. Alright, we're good. Alright, so we're gonna paraphrase the rest of the show. I'm gonna give you my thoughts/review. Rest of the show. Alright, then we go to our first match of the night. We have the returning Sheamus Fella! Gained a few pounds, eh? Everybody's fat shaming him now. Because his body looked like shit. He gained a few pounds. Big whoop. Not like he came back. He looks like he's 325 pounds. He's fat! He's son of a bitch. He's fucking fat. Scott, stop. I'll make him bleed. He's fat! Anyway, so Sheamus comes out with his old theme music. Now, is it the one before he changed? He changed it. It's not like, it's a shame, the fame, something like that. The first, kind of like the first theme he had. I like that theme. It's a shame, the fame, a shame is coming out to the ring, or something like that. And now he has bigger shorts. doesn't have the the tidy whitey shorts gear instead of his old gear. So anyway, he takes on the big fat man Ivar. I mean, in his ring gear, not his tight jeans that we saw him on NXT last week when he beat the fuck out of my boy Oba Femi, the North American champion. So we got that. We'll talk about that tomorrow, later, I should say, because I think Ivar might be on the show tonight, but we'll see. Anyway, so it was a pretty good match. Not a great match, but 8-minute match. Back and forth they went. Sheamus looked a little rusty, little ring rust. But he hit a super white noise. And then they were beating the crap out of each other. And then, near the end, Sheamus hits a running knee, which sets up the Brogue Kick. 1, 2, 3. Sheamus gets the win in his return to Monday Night Raw. And we'll see where he goes in the draft when we get to that next weekend. And that's that. So, pretty decent match. 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. And we move on. And here goes my neighbor with his motorcycle. It's that time, I guess. Anyway, alright. After that, we got a video on Chad Gable and Sami Zayn. Alright, we got that. And then we go to what a lot of people were talking about on Twitter last night. We have The Game. Paul Triple H Levesque, or Hunter, comes out. Pat McAfee makes a Terror Rising reference. Really now? I guess you saw the Most Wanted Treasures edition on A&E on Sunday night. 2 hours of WCW. Okay. On this week we got Dusty Rhodes, baby. Dream, baby. On Most Wanted Treasures. And then we got on Rivals comes back for its 4th season. And we're going to start off with a great rivalry between Hulk Hogan brother and the Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah. Be a man, Hogan. Dig it. That right, Miss Elizabeth? That's right, Randy. So that's going to be a pretty good episode this Sunday. I don't know anybody's going to watch it because Dynasty is going to be on. Not the show. The pay-per-view by AEW. That's coming up Sunday night at 8 o'clock on pay-per-view. Alright, so we got a nice Terror Rising reference by Pat McAfee. Alright, so Triple H then talks about how the crowd is hot. It's hot in Montreal. Then talks about how many changes happened at WrestleMania, with Cody winning the belt, Sammy winning the Intercontinental belt, blah, 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 blah. And that included the tag team titles changing hands, with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory winning the SmackDown tag team belts, and this team winning the Raw tag team titles. So he brings out the awesome truth, not that awesome. What do you mean they're not awesome? I'm awesome, Mike. Calm down, Mike. I know I said awesome truth. That's their tag team name. That's a stupid name. Well, yeah, because Mike Mizani, the Miz, he thinks he's awesome, but he's not. Yeah, I know. He's not as awesome as me, because I'm awesome. Calm down. I can't stop him. I can't. Anyway. Alright, so Triple H with Adam Pearce unveils the new look World Tag Team belts. Thank God they got rid of the copper and dime belts, or the penny and dime belts, basically. They got rid of them, so we're going to get new SmackDown belts probably on Friday. But these belts, it's like this. I really don't like them. I think they look like shit. It's basically the world title belt with red freaking bars on it that says World Tag Team Champions. And then side plates, actually. We finally have side plates, which is nice. So it doesn't look that bad, but it's a better upgrade than a penny and a dime crap that we got. I was so hoping we get the 80s belts back. I was hoping that Hunter would listen to me and listen to some old school fans who want the 80s style belts back. Even Cody wants the Winged Eagle title back. We're gonna get it? Probably not. Probably not. I'd like to see it back, but even the Oval title that Triple H had back in the day. Or bring back the Undisputed title belt that we had during the Ruthless Aggression era. And now Cody is not even the Undisputed WWE Universal Champion. He is now the Undisputed WWE Champion. They took Universal out. Thank the Lord. Get rid of that fucking Universal title shit. And get rid of the WWE Universe shit. Who gives a fuck about the WWE Universe? It's just the WWE fans. There is no universe. It's like the YWC. It was a group, right? Back in the day, it was great. Not so much now. The YWC died in basically 2015 when we all know what happened. I'm not going to go there, but there is no YWC anymore. It's just, the IWC, which is almost as worse as the YWC. Still got marks in this fucking community. Not even a community. It's just a fucking asylum. There's some good ones, but there are some real bad ones. Kitty! Just saying. So anyway, Hunter unveils the belts, gives him the awesome Truth. Truth doesn't even recognize Hunter. It's like, and then he goes up to Hunter, he's like, man, you look like a bigger version of Tommaso Ciampa. And Hunter's like, don't. Oh, it was so stupid. I mean, little Jimmy gets brought up. So they swap the belts. Pierce wishes them luck. And then we're going to get a new number one contender to their belts, which is going to happen next week on the program. So I gave this segment 3 out of 5 stars. And like I said, the belts, I'll go with it, but I don't like the look. It just looks like the world title and the women's world title, just like with a black leather strap and a red fucking decal on it. And side plates. That's it. Not really an upgrade, per se, but... So... we'll see what happens with that. Alright, NXT is about to start, so I'll do a little live looking. Alright, so then we get to the number one contenders match. We had the New Day of Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston taking on the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, and taking on DIY, Tommaso Ciampa, the Psycho Killer, and Johnny Gargano. And the winner faces Awesome Truth next week on Raw for the belts. During the New Day's entrance, freaking Xavier Woods doing the whole Buff Bagwell strut. Nice, but you're not buff, and you're not the stuff, and the girls do not get enough for you. Well, except for Paige. Oh, sorry. Don't get all rated R like your boy, Xavier Woods. And we got that. So, it was a pretty good match. DIY gets the win in 10.5 minutes after DIY hits Xavier Woods with Meet in the Middle. That double not Boombaye, but the Kokagame. Double knee strike, whatever you want to call it. So we get that. So, DIY will face Awesome Truth. So, basically, it's Awesome Truth versus DX. Regeneration X, or whatever they call themselves. So that should be a good match. Hopefully DIY get the belts, but I doubt it. Alright, so I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we see how Jey Uso became the number one contender last week by beating, who did he beat last week? I forgot who he beat last week, but he won. I think no, I thought it was saying Finn Balor. Look at that. Who are these guys? NXT just started with a whole bunch of people on the bus. Where did they come from? All the fans going into the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida. Alright, so they're highlighting Trick Williams, Trick Willie Shamon, I guess Carmelo Hayes, him, in a steel cage, brother. That's going to be exciting at the end of the night. But like I said, when I started this video, that we got Metaphor coming out, Noam Dar taking on Dominic Dijak, and we got the lovely Jakarta Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, and Lash Legend. Get shit done. Coming out. They look so fucking hot. And like I said, I like to be that cream in that Oreo sandwich. Just saying. And we get that. Alright, we see Drew McIntyre. Doesn't say anything, but he is pissed. His contract's ending pretty soon. Don't know if he's going to resign, but he's kind of in the starting process for renegotiation, so I think he will resign, and we'll get Punk versus Drew at either SummerSlam or Bash in Berlin for the belt when Drew beats Poppy Priest, probably in Scotland at Clash at the Castle in June. And we got that. Money. Alright, so we got that. And we move on with that. Alright, so we got that. Alright, then we go to Ivy Nile and Maxine Dupri. Once again, taking on Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. I mean, how many matches are going to have? Is this like the 6th match? Get rid of this storyline. This is stupid. With Indy, Indy and Candice like doing, wanting Indy to turn heel and, attack Maxine Dupri and just be obnoxious and do heelish acts and shit. The match sucked. 3.5 minute suckfest. Did I say 3.5 minute suckfest? So anyway, Indy offers a distraction. The referee doesn't see the tag. To I think it was Maxine. But anyway, no, to Ivy, I should say. Maxine then hits Indy hits comes back in with a big boot to Maxine. Then Candice does her dirty work and gets the pin. 1, 2, 3. Match sucked. I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. And it is what it is. Match looked like garbage. And that's it. Alright, then we get a very nice video package for Poppy Priest and his rise to the top of the WWE and he's now the champ. Le Campion, if you will. So we'll see what happens with that. Speaking of Priest, we then see him tell the boys in Judgment Day to keep focused even though Mommy is hurt and she's going to be gone for a few months. Then he talks about JD McDumpfuck and Dominic Gargano as they need to deal with Andrade and Dom's match with Andrade coming up next. And then Finn Balor needs to worry about and take out Jey Uso before Poppy Priest beats his ass at Backlash. It's just me, Uso, losing to Priest, basically. So we got that. Let me move on. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Then we go to a video from inside the arena early in the day where Chad Gable was training with the Creed brothers. And he's like, I trained Sammy, but that means I know his strengths and I know his weaknesses. And he's going to exploit them later on. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to Dom taking on Andrade, otherwise known as Black Skull with that mask. It was a pretty decent match. Of all moves, Dom hits a Canadian destroyer in this country, according to Pat McAfee for near fall, on the apron. Ow! But Andrade comes back, hits the message, meaning that Hammerlock DDT, 1, 2, 3, he gets the win over Dom Dom. And that's it. And then after the match, I give the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, JD McDumbass comes in for a 2-on-1 beatdown. But then Ricochet, of all people, Ricochet, comes in for the save. And we got a tag team match player next week. Somebody had to call Teddy Long. So we got a Teddy Long special next week. And we got that. Alright, then we're going to look back at what happened on SmackDown this past Friday with Tama Tonga joining the Bloodline. And then him and Soto Mibuki taking out Jimmy Uso. So we saw that. Then we have Kathy Kelly talking to Jay, who's not sure what the hell's going on around here with the Bloodline. But he told Jimmy to come with him. Not like that. He says, but right now, I got Finn Balor to worry about tonight. So, remember when I said that the Usos were going to come back and reunite as faces? And then they're going to be with Roman as a face and the OG version of the Bloodline. And then guess who else is going to be there too? Oh yeah, Sammy! I hate using the guy's term, but long-term booking. There's War Games right there. War Games right there. Rock, Tama Tonga, Zila or Giga Fatu, and Solo taking on the OG version of the Bloodline headed by Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, and the Usos. 4-on-4 War Games match. And you know who's going to win that. It's Roman. Roman's going to make the Rock bleed in that match. Even though Cody's, gets to his stupidity in a little bit. But we get that. Dijack's beating the fuck out of Noam Dar right now on the outside. Alright, we get that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get the women's tag team action. We got Piper Niven and Chelsea Green taking on the Dancing Queens of Kayden Carter and Casey Catanzaro. Max Stomp, 2-minute suck fest. If you want to go to the bathroom, you could do it. And then you came back, match is over. Chelsea gets the pin on Kayden Carter after Piper Niven dives onto Kayden Carter and Chelsea gets the pin. 1, 2, 3, Max stunk, and they gave it 2 out of 5 stars. That's it. Alright, then we're going to look back at the opening segment of the night with Mommy Rhea Ripley vacating the belt and the thing with Liv Morgan. And like I said, Liv is on her revenge tour and says it's karma for Rhea putting her on the shelf for 8 months. And she says that the revenge tour will end with her winning the women's world title, which will probably be next week. We'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I get a 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go to Cody with another missionary-style promo, because that's always good for. That same fucking promo every fucking week. Ugh. So he comes out, he's glad to be on Raw despite being a SmackDown guy. Hint at the draft. He may say on Raw. Who knows? Well, we can't talk about WrestleMania forever. We're on our way to Backlash, where my title is on the line, as I face either AJ or Eli Drake. And he wants to thank Seth freaking Rollins for being his shield at WrestleMania. The Rock has something to say yesterday, meaning Sunday, on social media when he talked about the training he did. Cody knows The Rock has more in him. He even said that, since you made me bleed, I'm going to make you bleed with me. And that brings him to the Bloodline, and here's someone who knows him very well, and that's Jey Uso. So Jey comes out, Pat McAfee's on the fucking announce table dancing. There was a nice little part of the show where after Sheamus won, they go to Mitchell Cole and Pat McAfee, and then we see Sheamus come in and grab. He bumps into the announce table, knocking over Pat McAfee's can of Monster. Good choice. Not the flavor. Looked like they had regular fucking Monster. I'm like, dude, there's 6,000 fucking flavors of Monster. You picked the generic version, which it's great. It's okay, but not my type of cup of tea. But it is what it is. But so Sheamus knocks it over, And he's hugging Cole and Pat McAfee, and Major Cole's like, get away from me! That was funny. That was hilarious. So, Sheamus is back, fella! And he's gonna be putting on some banger after banger after banger, fella! And that's it. So we got that. That was funny. But anyway, so Jey Uso comes out. Cole's still amazed at how dumb Pat McAfee looks dancing doing the Uso. You know, just me, Uso. Losing to Priest, just me, Uso. Yeet. So anyway, Cody welcomes Jey, says, I'd love to have your back like you did for me. So Jey appreciates the offer, but wants to take on the Judgment Day by himself. So Cody understands that, but before he leaves, Cody says, Jey, one more thing. Until we yeet again. And Jey's like, I see what you did there. Yeet! Do you feel him, sir? And that's pretty much it. Damn, the fans are like going berserk for Dijak right now. Beating the fuck out of Nolan Guard. We got that. Alright, so I get that 3.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we have Kathy Kelly with Nia Jax. She doesn't care about Rhea Ripley's injury, and she's ready to win the Women's World title. Hopefully not. And we get that. And we get that. Alright, so I give that 2 out of 5 stars. Then we go to your main, before we get to the main event, we have Jey Uso and Finn Balor. Jey gets the win after the Superfly Splash in 9 minutes. Pretty good match, 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. After the match, Damian Priest comes out for a big stare down. Then he gets in the ring, and then Dom and JD McFucknugget, they come in for a beatdown on Jey. Finn Balor joins in, and Priest is like, I didn't approve of this. You just look at fucking Priest's face and just like, what the fuck? Jey manages to whip everybody's ass, escapes through the crowd, goes all the way up the stairs into the concourse. And then he's like, everybody's like, hey, Jey Uso! You're taking pictures, and then one guy tried to take a selfie with him, and Jey's like, bitch, get the fuck out of my way! Sucks to be you. Were you that fan, huh? So then he goes out of the arena, the easy way, and then he runs into Sami Zayn, looks up at the building, says, I saw my first show here, and now I'm headlining the show. And then we get a nice transition from Jey leaving the arena to Sami entering the arena from the same door, and the fucking camera angle was great. Loved it. Fuck you, Kevin Dunn. Bye. So, Hunter and these great angles that we've been seeing over the last few months. Love it. We are now in the new era. Love it. So Sami gets in the building, and the crowd's going nuts. We see a guy with a mask. I don't know what that was. Is that Generico? Look kind of fat. But anyway, so he goes through the crowd, takes some poor guy's Canadian flag, then he'll never get back, wraps it around his shoulders, goes to ring, and that was the fucking place went berserk for him. Big, huge pop for Sami Zayn. We get that. So anyway, before we get to the match, Chad Gable is about to go to the ring. He runs into big Bronson Reed. He says, whoever wins the match will be facing me next. Uh-oh. So we got all that. So we'll see what happens with all that. Let me move on. Alright, then we go to Chad Gable and Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title to end the show. Pretty damn good match. Lots of near falls, lots of big flippy dippity doos. We see Sami's wife in the crowd. We get that. Sami gets caught. Gable gets caught with the exploder. Sami goes for the hell of a kick. It gets counted into the ankle lock. Sami tries to reverse into a sharpshooter, of course, in Canada. But his ankle gives out before he can actually even put it on. And then Gable locks in the ankle lock again. Looked like Sammy was about to tap, but he rolls out. Then he hits a limping version of the hell of a kick, which didn't even look that great. But still, he hits it flush. 1, 2, 3. He pins Chad Gable to retain the belt. And we move on with that. And that's it. So, under 17.5-minute match. So, Mr. Sami Zayn retains the belt in his first defense. And 3.5 out of 5 stars for that. And then, after the match, where it got good, Sami celebrates, goes out in the ring, hugs some guy. I don't know if that was his dad or his grandpa, and some friends. He goes to, he's about to go kiss his wife. And then out of nowhere, Chad Gable jumps from behind, hits a mean-looking German suplex on the floor. Then he throws him into the ring post, throws him in, and then locks in the ankle lock in the corner, right around the freaking post. It was nasty. And then Sami is screaming in pain as referees try to stop it. So Chad Gable turned heel. We all knew he was going to, but we didn't know when. But now he's turned heel. I think we're going to get a rematch at Backlash. And then maybe Chad Gable wins the belt in France. But we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Alright, so that ends the show. And I gave Raw a solid 7 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys thought of the show in a comment down below. You can do your own video if you wish. Talk about the show. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like the video. Please like the video. Please subscribe to my channel. This channel and my other channels as well. Show your love and support. Follow me on social media. I'll be live tweeting NXT in a little bit. And then I'll be back later with my NXT review over on my Peter Joseph channel. Share the video all over the internet. And most importantly, tap that bell so you don't miss the next one. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so we saw Noam Dar with a surprising, shocking victory. Oh my, Lola Vice. Oh, shake that sexy Puerto Rican ace. Oh, yes. Sorry. Anyway, so we saw Noam Dar just be hijacked with help from Metaphor. There was the Ava Raine, talking to Ilya Dragunov about something. Don't know what that is. And now we got the beautiful, hot, smoking hot, that ace. Oh. Miami's own Lola Vice. She's going to be taking on the resident surfer girl, Sol Ruca, in a match coming up next. Alright, we got that, so we'll see what happens with that. Alright guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to go watch NXT, and then I'm going to have my sensible dinner later, and then I will be back later with my second video of the night on your 2 for Tuesday, your NXT review. And that's it. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, if you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! That's it. Until next time, go fuck yourselves. Peace!